So, do you personally think that is it is easy to get rich quickly? Mm, well, it depends. It depends on what kind of business you do, what kind of job you have, right? It depends on the situation. If you have a job that pays you a lot of money, then it would be possible for you to become rich, right? But if you on the flip side, if you had a job that doesn't pay much, it would be very hard for you to become rich quickly. So I guess it depends on the situation, right? So what about you? Do you wanna get rich quick, or do you wanna take your time to get rich? What do you think? I feel like a lot of people will agree on the fact that they wanna get rich quick, right? Obviously, legally, right? You don't wanna just like rob somebody and then immediately get rich. No one wants that. You wanna do something legal and then wanna get rich. Yeah, in that aspect, why not? I wanna get rich, definitely. But if I have to like do something immoral, something that that is the opposite of morality, then I might not do it. I wouldn't care how much money it has for me. I wouldn't, you know, put myself in a situation in which I have to do illegal things, which I have to do like this immoral stuff. I'm not going to do that. So it depends on the situation. If it's illegal, if it's if it's legal and if it's beneficial to me, I would do that, right? But if it's the opposite, I will refuse to do that. So so you don't have a girlfriend, right? So like, are you like, are you cool with it? Like, are you like, yeah, I'm fine with being single, or is it the opposite? Like, are you miserable because you don't have a girlfriend? Well, in my case, I'm completely happy being alone, right? To me, it is it is a conscious decision that I've made. At one point in my life, I was like, I want to improve my life. I don't want anybody around me while I'm doing this, because I don't want them to wait for me, right? Because because the thing is, you don't want to wait for somebody to improve their life. You want to hang out with them, you want to talk to them. So that's one of the reasons why I decided not to have a girlfriend, is that I don't want to get them bored, right? I don't want to be like, oh, wait a minute, like wait for 3 years while I'm improving my life, blah blah blah. No one wants that, right? So that's why I made this conscious decision not to date anybody, instead just to give myself time to improve my life. So yeah, with that, coming back to the question, I'm completely fine with being single. So have you seen this recent TV series called Shogun? It is it is it is apparently this Japanese samurai TV show. So have you seen it? No, I haven't. No, I haven't, and I doubt that I'm going to, because because in general I'm not a fan of samurai, right? I mean, I don't hate it. Yeah, I've seen some samurai movies, but I don't know if I wanna watch a TV show about a samurai. I don't know, the idea of it doesn't sound appealing to me. I mean, the show, like, from what people talk about, the show is actually cool. It has very high ratings. It has like 99% ratings, which is insane. So depending on the show, based on what I've seen a lot of people talk about, is that it is good. But despite that, I don't think I'm going to watch it. It just, I don't know. you know at this point, I'm just not into that kind of stuff, I guess. No way. So, do you listen to your own country music? Mm, no. I, I I do not listen to my own country music. The thing is, I'm not a fan of music in general. It does not mean that I don't listen to music at all. I do. But it's like when I say this, it will probably sound very extreme, but I just feel like listening to music is time consuming. You get nothing done. Like, especially, I'm not gonna sit somewhere just to listen to music, right? I might listen to it when I do like while I'm doing something like walking, blah blah blah. But I'm not taking my time to sit down in one place just to listen to music. So that you know, you know. So no, I don't listen to any kind of music. At least not that often. Not that often. Feminists. Feminists. Daughter Glee. She's Indian. She's got a kid. Is that a kid? No, it's not. It's apparently her niece. Go for her. Go for her. Go for her. So do you know Timothy Chalamet? Oh man, Yes, I do. You know what? That's funny because it took me a while to pronounce his name. It's like I mean even now it's like very I have to be very cautious pronouncing his name. It's like Timothy Chalamet, right? So yeah, I know him. He's like a ladies guy, right? Every woman I come across loves him because one, he's handsome, no doubt about it, and two, he's massively successful. Like you see him in a lot of movies, and some of the movies he's in, they make a ton of money. And so it seems like now in Hollywood, he's like one of the rising stars. Well, it'll be interesting to see how he's gonna turn out, right? So far, he's been doing great. And fun fact, I believe he's dating this. He's dating this girl. She's like Kylie Jenner. Is there a name? I believe it is. So I believe he's dating Kylie Jenner. Anyway, that's pretty much all I know about it. So what do you think of Tom Holland, the Spidey? Mm, well, I'm not familiar with them. I just know that he plays Spider-Man. I mean, outside of it, he's done a few movies which are not that successful, right? So he's mostly recognized for playing Spider-Man. Yeah. And I think in real life he's dating Zendaya, right? I believe they posted a photo of them together and then like something. I mean, I don't keep up with these people, right? I'm not on social media. Like I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook. So I don't know what's going on with these people. If you want to know about them, you gotta keep up with everything they post. Every post, every story, every comment is insane. And then, like, if you're a fan of these people, you gotta follow them on every social media platform, on Instagram, on TikTok, on what Twitter is. Dude, that's absolutely insane. That's so that's absolutely insane. Okay. Dude, why is oh my god. Kristen Stewart. Dude, what's happening with her right now? Apparently she is a lesbian, I guess. Let's see. Uh okay, she's a lesbian. Oh my god. And she's engaged to another woman. Dude, what is going on? I mean, she's a very pretty lady. But why? Dude, that's the problem. What's wrong with people? Especially with pretty people. Like, it seems to me that something goes into their brain. They they don't think in the same way that normal people think. They don't think in the same way that ugly people think. I'm just glad that I'm ugly, like, because every pretty person you see, there's something wrong with it. Like, especially there's always something wrong with their gender. They don't know who they wanna be. It's like they wanna be woman sometimes. They wanna be a man sometimes. It's like, what is going on? I think what confuses them is the fact that it's their appearance, because they know that they are pretty. So it's like they don't know which sex that they are attracted to, right? If you're a woman and you're very, very pretty, it's like you don't know if you're attracted to a guy or a woman. It's like you're confused because you're like, oh, I'm so pretty. So I don't think every guy doesn't deserve me. So I'm just gonna go fall in love with a woman because a woman deserves me. Because I'm pretty. Because I'm pretty, no guy deserves me. Which is, I know, very, very. So it's again, it's like. Anyway, that's her life. Kristen Stewart, that's her life. She can do whatever she wants with it. So great for you. Great for you, girl. Great for you. You live your life. No one's complaining. At the end of the day, no one's complaining. So how do you define beauty? What is beauty? What does beauty mean to you? I mean, in what sense? This is like a very broad question. Like how I guess in general, I identify things that gets me. Like I think in general, I define things that get me excited, that make me feel like certain, that makes me feel certain way. I guess I would call it beauty. I know it might not be the answer that you're hoping for, but if I have to define it, it would be the way. It would be the definition. So, are you interested in history? I don't think in general I'm into history. I mean, it's not like I have no complete interest in it. It depends on the subject, right? What are we talking about here? Is it about the invention of like invention or something, or is it about some guy? It depends on the subject. So it depending on it, I might be interested in it or I might not. So do you like comedy? Mm, yeah, I do like comedy, but it is mostly dependent on what kind of comedy that I'm watching, right? Because there's different types of comedy, right? There's dark comedy, there's humorous comedy, there's a lot of them. So it depends on what kind of specific comedy that I'm looking through. So, but you know what? I like stand-up comedy. I like it. Sometimes on YouTube, I watch stand-up comedy. Not all of them, but there's a few guys that I like that are comedians, right? There's like this Chinese guy, and I don't know what his name is, Jimmy Young or something. He's Chinese, so it's Jimmy Young. Or, I mean, I don't know his name. So yeah, I like comedy, specifically stand-up comedy. I also like comedy that you see in movies. Not all of them, right? Even in movies, you have different kinds of comedy. Sometimes dark comedy, sometimes light comedy. So, but I think I'm more into light comedy, like pure comedy that doesn't involve like sex, right? That doesn't involve nudity in all of it. Okay, let's do one more question. Let's do one more question. So, uh, so how would you describe your mindset? How would I describe it? I think I have a mindset that is based around one, being mentally tough, and two, not giving up, and three is being a good person in general. So three things I try to base my mindset around these three things because I feel like they are subjectively important to me. So I try to live my life by these three uh, aspects when it comes to mindset. These three aspects when it comes to mindset. So with that, that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys again. Take care, and with that, signing off from this world, and don't say bye. Question. I'm gonna ask you a question. I wanna ask you a question. I wanna ask you a question. I wanna ask you a question. Conversation. Okay, now we can say goodbye and bye.